Look, for the Epsteinth time, yes, Jabba the Trump is in the files. Yes, he's hiding something. Yes, he's trying to coerce Republican Congress members. Yes, he's deflecting. Yes, he's guilty of something. Yes, he's panicking. Yes, he's committing crimes every day. He's probably committing one right now. And what is he fucking doing? It can't be a hoax if you're attempting to investigate others on what you believe is a fucking hoax. It can't be a hoax if you had hundreds of FBI agents redacting any mention of your name from files that weren't a hoax. And here's another thing. Say Clinton and all of those others you mentioned are in the files. Wouldn't that mean Bondi and the FBI are basically guilty of doing the same exact thing that MAGA Mike repeatedly claims that Biden's administration was guilty of by not putting that info out right away? Bondi and crew have already gone through those files, right? They've had the files for almost a year now. Why haven't they released anything on Clinton, JP Morgan, etc. if there are any files? Were they too busy redacting Trump's name to notice anyone else? Out of all of the hundreds and hundreds of files that have already been released, none of the people you want to now investigate, none of them were in any of those files? But the redacted Trump was, and nobody's calling for an investigation on him. As Bondi said, the files are on my desk. She and the FBI has been through all of those files, and no mention of any of the names you now want to investigate. None? Not one? So nobody's going to point out the fact that Trump said if you're going to do it, then you have to investigate his friends. Exactly! If Clinton, Summers, Hoffman, Morgan, Chase, or whoever, hell, if Obama was on the list as an ex-Epstein friend, yes, investigate them all. But you were once his friend also. So why didn't you mention you? Everyone that you mentioned, even though they eventually separated and distanced themselves from Epstein later in life, like you claim you did, they were still at one time once friends, just like you. Yet you didn't mention you. Why? You hastily point your tiny little fingers and name all of these other Epstein acquaintances without thinking that it sounds like you know exactly who to name because you were there too. Not saying that Democrats are completely innocent of any Epstein episodes, but to not name any possible Republicans with Epstein ties, that seems kind of ridiculous and certainly obviously biased. If it's a hoax, and if you have absolutely nothing to do with any of it, and you have nothing to worry about, and you did nothing wrong, why are you desperately trying to get Republicans to remove their names from the discharge petition to prevent a vote to release all of the files? Why are you doing any of this? Do you not see how guilty it makes you look? Do you not see how your unabashed, very public efforts to keep those files from becoming public makes it seem like whatever is in those files is so bad that you don't give a fuck how bad it makes you look trying to hide them? You just don't want what's in those files to become public. You don't see that? Nobody in your camp sees that. You're literally trying to make deals with Republican Congress members in the way that you and your administration will protect them if they vote the wrong way. Which means if you cast your vote to help us cover up for pedophiles, you'll have the support of my administration in the Republican primaries. What the fuck? If women are saying things definitely happened, why are you still claiming it to be a hoax? Cognitive test? And by the way, getting an MRI is not a standard part of getting a physical. MRIs are used for detecting serious medical conditions. And I hate to inform you, but that doesn't mesh well with the doctor said it was the best results he's ever seen as a doctor. But that same doctor didn't have the wherewithal to tell you what the MRI was for. Why does every doctor you see say the same thing? Your results are the best that I've ever seen. Do you realize how... every time? Every doctor, every time, says the same thing? Sir, that's incredible. How do you do that? Your results are the best I've ever seen. It's like you're the healthiest, smartest, most knowledgeable, know everything better than everybody else person in La La Land. Or wherever the fuck fantasy realm you create these ridiculous self-indulging lies. But not any of that translates to the exterior paint-colored hands and Michelin Man ankles. Stop the cap! The one positive thing I'm feeling in all of this is I can sense an end to the rides you've taken people on. The tracks are out over the canyon overpass, and you're too narcissistically stupid to tell your operating crew to stop the fucking train. Well, toodaloo.